Salute. What's up, George Devs, man? Salute to the whole culture, man. Shout out to Texas. Shout out to Texas, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button when y'all come in. Let's get it going. Let's talk LA, man. Let's talk about this LA, man. The streets ugly right now. And it seems like the out of towners don't believe it. You know? Just being honest, like when you come out here and you ain't from out here, you have to be tapped in. Like I don't really even call it like checking in. Like checking in is like kind of like on some other shit. But tapping in with your folks and your good peoples, you know, that's what you need to be doing. Because at the end of the day, you could be anywhere in the world. But when you come to LA, ain't nothing sweet about LA. We gonna say rest in peace, PNB Rock, and the rest of the guys, you know, that fell victim to the LA streets. Make sure y'all hitting that like button, man. Make sure y'all tap it in. Salute to everybody. How's it going out there, man? What's going on in these streets? What y'all got going? Let's talk about the tapping in part. We gonna say check in. We gonna say tap in. Facts. That's facts. Like, you know, Roscoe's in LA for, you know, that type of lifestyle and you want to wear jewelry and people looking at you like a lick. So at least if you want to be in them type of neck of the woods, at least tap in with somebody and, you know, make sure you safe. It ain't like the out of towners got to misconstrued because they think tapping in and checking in is like extortion, but it's not extortion. It's like, you know, if you tapped in with some peoples and they from out here, they gonna make sure you good. It's always good to have some people on your side when you go to different cities. Like, and that ain't just for LA. It's like when you go to a whole nother state and it's dangerous out there, get busy in the streets. You want to be tapped in with somebody. You just don't want to be mingling around. You know? Especially when you high commodity, when you out there, you in the music business, you making movies, whatever you may do, whatever you got your feet in, you know, people is watching you. Like social media is the main thing to have everybody fall victim to the streets. You know, everybody want to show I'm right here, I'm here now, I'm right here. This where I'm at. Like, you know, it's all about like showing off. A lot of people want to show off and make it seem like they doing stuff, doing big things. And when a lot of people come to LA, they want to post it. They'll post their location, but they might be posting it for the people back home. Like I'm out here in the trenches. They trying, yeah, you in the trenches, all right, but out here it's sharks, and the sharks go fishing on the internet. They watch Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, you know, Snapchat. They watch all that stuff. So the things you posted is jack boys and, you know, shooters lurking. They looking, especially if you want them dudes that's popping all that stuff, or you got a lot of money. People is lurking. It's sharks out here. People got to eat. I know it's the wrong way to do it, but other people, some people ain't got no choice but to try to hit somebody over their head and come up with some bread to feed their folks. But one thing he did do wrong was pull up to Roscoe's in LA. And not only that, dropping the locations. Like I know a girl dropped the location, but it was something on the internet saying that he supposedly allegedly dropped this location when he was in the parking lot. So I really don't know. But everybody keep trying to blame it on the girl. You know what I mean? But like I was saying when I did my reaction, it's your job to lace everybody boots that's around you. Like if you don't want people dropping locations and recording certain things, You need to lace their boots and let them know this ain't the time and the place for that. Let's just have fun and enjoy ourselves. We ain't trying to get hurt out here, or we ain't trying to hurt nobody. So, you know, people try to say it was like a tricky setup, making it seem like, oh, girl dropped the location and she had something to do with it, but it's sharks everywhere. Anybody could have seen you walking in to that restaurant or been in there ordering food, getting food, or working in there and just being a grimy person and put the drop on such and such in here with all that jewelry. People want to eat. And that's facts. But it's sad people gotta lose their life over things that they work hard for. You can't even come outside and enjoy the things that you don't work hard for to have because people got their eyes open, and you got a lot of people that don't know how to get it on their own. And they just had all these loans, the EDD thing jumping off, PP loans. So a lot of people are used to having things that they never had before. People start dressing like rappers, trying to be like everybody else. And that money is gone. So they out fishing on the internet for their next victim. And if they ain't learned from Pop Smoke, and years ago, this been happening like since I was a little puppy. And that's facts. Running around, people be getting jacked for their jewelry, drug out of their low riders, getting killed for their day-to-days. Know what I mean? This been going on forever. It's like, if you gonna have this type of things on, have jewelry on, pocket full of money on the internet flossing, you need to be rolling around protected. You need to be ready to protect yourself far as with your own strap, or you gotta hire some security or some type of bodyguards. Ain't nobody bigger than the program. And that's facts. For real, you could be geotagged and all on everything. They put them pieces together like people don't know them type of things. They just be moving, getting new phones, location on, posting on social media, and they don't be turning their location off. And people get the drop on you easy. And it's a lot of paid apps that that you could get, and they find out where people at. That's facts. Make sure y'all run that like button up, man. Hit that share button if y'all can. But what is some of y'all intake on the situation as far as PNB Rock getting caught lacking with his girlfriend eating at Roscoe's? Like, everybody got their own different type of opinions, and I'm just saying what majority of the people think. Like, was it just happened out of the blue, or did she put the drop on him, or did he put the drop on himself with the own location, or did somebody sing? Like, what are your thoughts? Like, far as we can't just be get the pointing fingers and blaming no girl and blaming certain situations, but people can put two and two together. That's facts. That's what I've been saying. Like, me personally, I just said he picked the wrong place to go. He shouldn't have went there. Whether you moving fast and because it's close to the freeways and getting to the airport, that's not the place to be. Like I said, time is money. You got to move on time, and nothing should never be a rush. Especially where I'm about to place myself at this restaurant. You got some people coming with the scenario like, she could have been complaining and saying, you don't take me out. You two always busy and doing all this, and maybe he want to, make her feel good and take her to get a bite to eat, and that's the wrong place to be. That's facts. That's something you could DoorDash. You get that shit brought to you. It ain't even worth it sitting in there. The food ain't even all that right there. At that location, it's trash. Like, it ain't clean. Like the whole deal. Like, you got money. There ain't nowhere you want to take your folks to sit down and eat. Facts. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. But a lot of people play ready. They used to the internet, so they running around making it seem like they some dangerous dude and they strapped all the time or something. So that's why people are getting approached aggressively, because you putting yourself out there like I'm with the business too. I'm strapped. I got bodyguards. I'll shoot if I had to. And so when they approach you to take anything from you, they gonna come just like how he came, and that's facts. Salute, man. Salute. Salute the Rift Elope, man. That's facts, though. You gotta move how you move, cause if you get to watching everybody else and moving how they move, or try to be like everybody else, people gonna look at you like that. You know what I mean? You placing yourself on the shelf as a shark, so we gonna treat you as a shark. You know what I mean? You get caught lacking in the water by a shark, what he gonna do? He gonna eat you right up. So at the end of the day, they gonna approach you like that. It's all about your self care. You gotta care about yourself enough to not be running around here reckless. Like, you might be feeling the power, like I got money, I could do this, I could do that. But it's a few people in the world that don't got that want to take that from you. And they ain't gonna hesitate to wait when they see you. Salute, man. What's up? Salute, man. That's facts. If you don't know how to move in LA, then you're gonna get stepped on. Because it's all type of different scenarios you could do. You could be pulling up somewhere, try to go get something to eat, and you don't know what neighborhood you in, what neck of the woods you in. It might be, race problems in that area, and you just at the wrong place at the wrong time. Like, it's called self care. You gotta have yourself, a whole schedule laid out. You can't get up like the old days, just get up and move around and be everywhere, and don't think about what you're doing, where you gonna go, and how you gonna move. You got to think about those type of scenarios, man. That's how you go step outside and you wake up in a holding tank, be up in jail somewhere, or laying up in somebody's hospital. It ain't all about waking up and getting like everybody else. You know what I mean? You did that growing up. Half of everybody follow everybody else. But now, as you see, it's a lot of stuff happening in LA, and these dudes still don't get it. They still gonna come down here and think it's all fun and games, and you want to post up and post locations. And some people think because they ain't part of the gang culture or part of the beef out here that they good. It's even worse for you if you ain't from out here because you a stranger. And one thing you should know, everybody know about LA, they prey on strangers. We don't know who you is. If you just pull up and we ain't never seen you before, we own you. We on your ass. And that's facts. And if you got jury and all that, you're gonna have at least one or two jack boys out the pack. You're gonna get jacked. Like, come on, man, self-care. Take care of yourself. Cali ain't no joke. And that's facts. And it ain't just LA. It's like California, like right now, like the violence is at the high right now, at the highest. It's a lot of shit happening. Like, it's a lot of cities that's getting it popping, man. All you gotta do is read the internet. How you read the deaths? How people, it tell you how many people when the last time somebody got killed, just going down. Like, that's facts. It's happening all day out here. Tipper, Parolees and all that. Tipper doing this thing, man. They do their thing. That's facts, man. You already know I'm moving for the positive movement. And, I ain't doing nothing but bumping heads and connecting with real ones, like all the way around the board. Like, I don't want to be involved in none of that hood vlog stuff where you walk up on me and you want to ask me gang questions, and that ain't know what I mean, what I do. I'm on here for positivity, like, putting situations in check when it needs to be in check, especially when it got to do with my area and my section. I'm on here just basically watching and observing. Oh, that's facts, man. Facts. Good looking, man. Good looking. Salute to Corey, man. I can't do nothing but just try to help fix the culture now. We done fucked it up for so many years, Juvenile hall, all the way to camp, YA, prison, county jail, terrorizing the streets, like, to where you grow up and you got to get some type of sense. You start having kids and you start realizing, like, damn, do I want them running around, running into people like me? Like, you know, I don't want none of my daughters meeting somebody like me. That's facts. A lot of people ain't gonna sit up and say it. Because back in my days, it was like I was stepping on everything that was around me, like even blessings. So it's like LA got a black heart. LA been through so much drama. They done been winning. They done lost, got knocked back down, got stepped on. People is looking for a bag out here. And I'm gonna continue to say it. Self-care, man. Care about yourself. Watch your surroundings, man. Put yourself around some people that love you. But LA is not the jug if you thinking I'm finna come to LA and have some fun and you ain't tapped in with the right people and you just out here. LA, this is not the place. And I'm here to tell you. Facts. Like, you know, it's like the living situations, like how they got people out here, they setting them up for failure. Like it start when the young youth is young and they go to jail and stuff. They keep a tail on them. They put them on that probation. They know they ain't gonna go to school. They gonna stay on their ass. And most of the OGs don't fell back because these dudes is running around here on drugs. They motivated off drugs, so people don't want to get involved in that. They telling on each other. They posting on the internet. They self telling, like they being a key witness in their own murder case. As soon as something happen, they get on here and start glorifying it, making certain type of videos, and maybe you got people that keep certain things that happen, like newspaper clips, all type of weirdo stuff. It's just not like back in the days. Back in the days, you could get popped, laid down, broad daylight, nobody know nothing. Then at the end of the day, we didn't have the internet, so no telling how it would have been though, because it's always been snitches. But back in the days, it was dealt with in a different manner. Like nowadays, a lot of shit gets swept up under the rug because of a favoritism. Like your pops could be somebody, your brother, your family just big in the hood, so they steady sweeping it under the rug. But let somebody else do it, they gonna get right on his head. Look, this the point. It's like everybody, like people ain't down bad like that, but you got some that fuck their life up, and they don't know no better. They probably had an ain't shit ass daddy, ain't shit ass mama, and I'm gonna keep it real. And they let them do the things that they thought was cool. Like my son out here doing this. My son, you setting them up for failure at an early age. So now it's hard for them, to gravitate and keep up with the changes and the gentrification that they doing. Like they rebuilding everything, building everything. The cost of living is going up. And these dudes is like 10, 15 years behind. Most of them ain't finished high school. Like they ain't taking up no trades. Most of these dudes can't read. So that's why they talk like that. They don't hear popping this and popping all this slang. They've been popping slang since they was a kid. These people ain't opened no book unless they went to jail and read some type of fiction book, some hood book. They ain't reading nothing really positive. And if they are, they only doing it for the time. They don't take it to the streets. When they get back to the streets, it's the same thing because that's all they know. So at the end of the day, like LA is just one of them cities that people gonna step on you to get it if they had to. Facts. It's a no-fly zone if you ain't even tapped in or completed certain milestones in the streets to be out there like that. It ain't no fly zone, like period, for a lot of people. People could live out here all their life, but they not gonna be walking around with no bankroll and jury out and all that. They not gonna pull up in certain spots. You gotta stay connected. Like real ones stay connected. You don't knock each other down. It's a million high powered dudes. You can't beat them all. That's facts. It's always good to know somebody. Like you can't just be out here to be out here. People don't understand that. And then they think it's wrong. When people do things to them, it's like, damn, I went down there. Them LA niggas don't like whoop whoop people. I'm from out here. They don't like Atlanta. They don't like Texas. They don't like, what I mean? That's a lie. Because it happened to people that stay out here too. They get stepped on too. Make sure y'all bang that like button. But yeah, people from LA get stepped on too. So Don't never think it's just a city thing or because you are out of towner that they gonna step on you because you get stepped on out here if you moving wrong. And that's facts. It's like when you come to LA, tap in, man. I ain't even gonna say check in. Cause check in, it seems like a lot of people from out of town they thinking it's like extortion or something. That's facts. You gotta go by the street code, like 'cause that's where you trying to go. A lot of people want to go to the trenches to say they've been there before, but you can't just come there as a stranger and think you finna just go shoot a music video or record or just sit there and enjoy a meal or anything because people wondering who you are. And the wrong people might see you and know what I mean, what you about, and they gonna hit you over your head for the simple fact you ain't tapped in with nobody, and ain't nobody told me such and such over here, so he might just be over here. We got one. We got us one. People don't understand that it's not like a bully thing. It's not like what I mean. LA has always been a high topic when it comes to like gang violence, robberies, shootings, and like gang shootings and things like that. Due to because Watts just what I mean, we I'm in Watts, the Watts part of LA. So it's like every part of LA, damn near every other street is a different hood. Like enemy hoods is like 2-3 blocks away from each other, things like that. So it's ugly out here. And when you go to like when you stay on the east side of LA and you go to like the low bottoms and all that, you see how it look. You start getting towards downtown and all that, seeing all them tents out, all them homeless people and all that. And Hollywood is even getting like that. So you got prostitutes and smokers, like homeless people making tent. They all in Hollywood now. So you think sharks ain't out there? So even when y'all come out here, come to Hollywood, man, listen, they owe your ass too, and that's facts. Well, PNB Rock, he did a lot of wrong moves just to be in the position that he was in, and he took himself right there to that hole in the wall. Because even people from out here, we don't even get down and go right there like that. You know, it's hoods right there, like a few hoods sitting right by there. You could just be from out here going in there to eat. They still go in there and see about you and see who you is. And see if you belong over there. And that's facts. LA is a tricky game, man. Trust, man. I've been around for a minute, man. I done been in it, been off the porch since a youngster. Like, I was off the porch before junior high. Like, we was little bad project kids running around watching the homies. That's facts. Niggas don't even get up in there. Like I said, this shit been going on for years. From them getting jacked for their Dana Danes and low riders and they starter jackets. Niggas were getting their shoes took back in the days. Yeah, it's just LA is full of a lot of people with their chest poked out. And it's a lot of guns in LA, man. It's a lot of guns. It's a whole lot of guns out here, man. It seems like everybody got a strap. Even the civilians got guns. So you ain't never safe in LA. This ain't one of them cities you could come to and do road rage and poke your chest out and get into it with people in the store because 9 times out of 10, they got a strap. Well, some people, you right. Some people are out here, trying to make themselves bigger than what they are, and they'll try to run down on the out of towner, and make him feel like he a tough guy, but yeah, he could be a yes sir type of dude to the police and the people in the section. You know, what's the deal, man? What's the deal, man? D salute. But yeah, it's true. That's facts. I'll never deny that. You're right about that. It's a lot of yes sir ass dudes out here. When they get pulled over, they be like, yes sir, yeah, sir. They get the sir, and I done been in the car with plenty of them. We get pulled over, he start yes sir, and I'm looking at him like, man, you don't even know your rights, your constitutional rights, your Fourth Amendment, Fifth Amendment, like all that. They don't know none of that. They don't know their rights. They just get pulled out the car. They be having license, insurance, their registration up to date, no probation, no parole. They getting pulled out the car. I got a fucked up record with license, insurance, registration up to date, and all that. I ain't getting out. But you right, but like I said, this been going on from back in the days. From niggas getting their shoes took, starter jackets, they Dana Danes, low riders, getting robbed for their little chains, herringbones, and all that. Yeah, LA been ugly. So I don't know why these dudes coming out here thinking everything is sweet, and I don't know why these dudes that's like from out of town sitting there, and a lot of them trying to point the finger at LA dudes like we supposed to correct everything that everybody see. Like, y'all let this happen. They doing that. Like, man, we minding our own business. Cause guess what? The world gonna be ugly, man. It's gonna stay ugly. You can't fix everything. You gotta make sure your section is in place and everybody doing what they supposed to do and everybody eating and winning. You can't get to trying to fix every and address every situation that pop up, People in that neck of the woods, wherever it happened, they need to speak on it. They need to do something. They need some big steppers out here that could get on here and speak and shoot some knowledge to the culture. That's facts. That's facts. You got to check in. Everywhere you go, you got to check in. If I leave here and go to a whole nother state, not even a state, I'm going to a whole nother city. And I know who, hood it might be. So I'm going to tap in with somebody that I talked to, that I did time with, or, might be my folks. I'm gonna tap in. I don't know, over here is good, over here y'all good, because you could end up going to somebody else section and they have full-fledged war with they ops, and you get shot out there. Like, at the end of the day, tapping in, checking in, man, that's real nigga shit, man. That's showing on me you connected. That's gonna keep the sharks off you. Facts. People speak on certain shit, and it's like I said, so many games, like within the 2-3 block radius, away from each other, and they got their own set of problems, and they doing everything that your hood might not do. But you can't address everything. That's their politics. That's how they getting down. If you feel a certain way about certain things that's happening, you gotta step up and do the footwork, or don't speak on it. Facts. It's all about respect. Respect run a long way. Just like you gotta look at a lot of dudes on here. Look at the OGs. They running back. They going back and forth. A lot of dudes arguing on here. Like, who got time to get on here and just keep making videos about another man? Not I. Like, I'm not gonna get on here and go back and forth. If it's that serious, we might as well tap in with each other and talk and line something up the real way. Because going back and forth on the internet, it ain't gonna solve nothing. It's only gonna place you in that category. Like, these dudes out here arguing on the internet, like they finna send some punches or some shots through the screen. Ain't no YouTuber on here worth beefing with, because at the end of the day, everybody got a certain life they live, And this is just what people do on their spare time. And I feel like just being on YouTube and watching, all the poison getting poured into the culture, I felt like, when I'm bored and I felt like watching YouTube, I might as well get on here, do some reactions and put shit in place and let people know that ain't right. Like the gang culture is trash. You know what I mean? These drugs is trash. Most of these bitches is trash. Facts. Get you a good woman. Get you a trade. Get you a hustle. Go legal on them, man. Build that credit. And that's facts. That's why if you watch my channel, it's just positive. I speak on certain things, but it's always a reality check at the end of a video or in the middle of it. It's always a reality check because at the end of the day, like certain things ain't even worth being spoken on. So that's why I don't do reactions to everything. I just do reactions to things that pop up. And I think, this shit need to be addressed because, it's a lot of people that got big platforms and the youth be watching. And I got little homies and family members, kids that I know from the community that be watching certain people and they'll be watching them or they'll be asking me about them. And I watch what they doing and they just like, they doing like gang banging far as, being at a certain age and addressing the culture in a way they shouldn't be addressing the culture, like making them thinking it's cool. You never hear them say, don't do it. It's trash. Where it's going to get you, Some do it for the clout, but then if you keep watching them, the negativity going to pop out. And that's facts. People get on here and they get to talking, I'm positive, I'm for the culture. But maybe a month or two, give them a few months or a few weeks, they gonna pop out with the negativity. They might be calling out a fade or doing something in that nature. Like I said, everybody should just be tapped in. Basically, if I know you from this section, if you really from over there, I could really get in touch with somebody. All type of social media accounts to get to people if you don't know people. And I'm pretty sure that you could come to an understanding with somebody and they'll get you the link to the dude. But as far as being on the internet, it ain't gonna prove nothing, man. That's facts. Salute, man. Salute to the promoter, man. Salute, man. I did a little time with a lot of your homies, and you know what I mean? Like, we all been growing up in the system, so everybody done did some time with each other homies, and that's facts. Salute, man. Salute to the Bay, man. It go up in the Bay, too. The Bay, man. Listen. It go up out here, like, even like in these, like, close cities that's around, that's like 45 minutes, an hour away from, like, LA. Like, it go up. Like, San Bernardino, they be going up in San Bernardino. You go out there, they going up. It's different hoods out there. It's people from everywhere out there. A lot of people that ain't in LA, they in San Bernardino. And a lot of people build up, cliques of people and quarter people on, and a lot of people moved out there. But it go up out there. And that's all there. What's the deal, man? Salute. And that's facts, though. But that's my only reason to be on here is just to be on, on that positive level, like talking to the culture, not just having a voice on here, like my voice work in the streets too. I'm connected too. I'm just not on no YouTube stuff to where I feel like I'm gonna place myself and let somebody bring me out of my character. But LA is ugly. It ain't all fun and games out here. If you out here, man, protect yourself, man. What's up, honey, man? What's the deal? What's the deal, man? I ain't doing nothing, just kicking that real knowledge to them. Tell them what these people need to be telling them. But that shit been going on for years out here. That's all I want to touch bases with, though. But, you know what I mean? Make sure y'all hit that like button and hit that share button and stay tapped in. And make sure y'all stay safe out there, man. I'm finna hop up off here. Got a few things to do. Take care. You know, life goes on. I'll be tapped back in tomorrow. Salute to all coaches, man. I want to say rest in peace again to all, all the rappers, all the people that fell victim to this LA, this LA city, man. It's ugly out here. So if you gonna come out here, make sure you check in, or you be tapped in, or you gonna get stepped on. And that's facts. So make sure y'all hit that like and that subscribe button, man. Love your loved ones. Self-care, man. Take care of yourself. Watch your surroundings. Don't drop your location. And that's facts. I'll catch you on the next one.